If you're new to this channel, we post real-life stories, and I explain to you how to avoid yourself getting into these situations. When you hear the red flag whistle, know you've messed up. Girlfriend and I have been seeing each other for 6 years. We're mid-late 20s now, looking at buying a house together and kids, etc. When we met, she was shy and had no real friend group, and it's mostly just been me and her since we first met. She never goes out with friends, and neither do I. We've always been happy with each other's company. I was her first boyfriend, also first guy to take her to bed, and it's been smooth sailing since day one.
Flag on the playlist, and this isn't the 1920s anymore. Young marriages are rare. And for the most part, social media has made these young girls want to party later, and they will resent you for taking their youth.
She worked in a high-end fashion shop 3 years ago for about 6 months, and in this time, they were brought to a fashion show in Italy. When she came back, she left the job only a few weeks later.
Boys, if your wife comes from a work trip and is fired, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to know what's up. Investigate that immediately. In this case, don't let emotion control you. Lock yourself up, get a private investigator, and tell her you're going to do a drastic action. Like, go to her job. Play mind games, watch her body language. Does she overreact? Does she avoid eye contact? These signs are clearly the signs of a guilty person. Sit her down and demand the truth.
I never had any doubts or worries that she would do anything wrong on her trip. Her old coworker, who is a guy, contacted me randomly last week and basically said that my girlfriend and her boss, literally a basic old man, very fat, bald, 5 feet 6 inches, missed the fashion show. And when they all met for dinner afterwards, my girlfriend and her boss didn't really have an excuse, and they left the dinner early.
Flag on the play, this is something that's always bothered me. A woman will resent her husband for asking her to cook, but for her boss, she'll dress up for her and be submissive. Get out of
He
here.
said they both had rooms on the same floor of the hotel, even though the other workers all stayed on a different floor. When my girlfriend left her job, her boss had a meeting with all the staff where he told them that he had to fire her because of her refusal to do what he told her and their constant arguing. The coworker said he had never once witnessed them argue, and she always did what the boss wanted like everyone else. The coworker in question isn't interested in girls, so I knew it wasn't a jealousy thing. I still didn't really believe him and kind of brushed him off with a blunt reply. But this morning, a female coworker of hers who used to pick her up and drop her off after work messaged me to tell me that everything the first guy said was the truth, and they felt they had to let me know when they saw my GFS posts about us looking to buy a house together. I haven't said a word to her yet because everything has been perfect for us up until this, and I'm in a state of shock. Is there any other reasonable conclusion apart from my early 20s? Girlfriend cheating on me with a fat loser in his 60s? I'm trying to build up the courage to confront her, and I want to be sure before I make such an accusation.